So MCAL season is upon us. That's a whole nother thing. But it's sort of connected to this thing because this is another finish of frog video. Since today is the 1st of October, I now have 3 months left to finish off frog all the things on my list. And it's sort of crunch time soon-ish. One thing I have been planning to do is to join the Stephen West 2025 Mystery Knitalong, and this year it's the Mystery Musicale. I have a video where I prepare for that by dyeing and spinning some yarn. So you can go and watch that right after this one if you haven't watched it already. Right. But I've never actually finished a Mystery Knitalong shawl by Stephen West. I've joined 3, I think. Texture Time, Slipstravaganza, and the Geogradient. Never finished any of them. Enjoyed the process immensely. Enjoy the community aspect. Great fun. My favorite time of year. October. Great. Love it. Love everything about it. This is my version of the Geogradient shawl. It's on my finish or frog list. And I'm not going to finish it. I don't want to finish it, and I have known that for a while. So what I did, I have been talking about this in other videos, but maybe you're just joining me right now because of the MCAL, and that's great. Hello! I'm really looking forward to this year, and this year will be the year that I finish. And if it's not, then that's fine too. So just a minute, I'm just going to check that it has been recording so I don't sit here and talk for nothing. So I will tell you a little bit about my experience with this, or like just what I did and why I don't want to finish it. First of all, the center. It's a square that I already had. It is a filet crochet practice square. I just wanted to learn the technique, and I wanted to challenge myself by crocheting it in mohair. And it actually worked out pretty great. But I had just grabbed some random balls of yarn from my stash. I had this Isaiah one that is really pretty, this olivey color called 68. And then I had this whitish one, and if you know anything about me, you will probably know that I'm not the greatest fan of white and light colors in general. For some things, but yeah, but these were just a practice thing, and I had great fun. And then I just had this square lying around. Then the MCAL came along, 2023, and you could pick your own center, and that was great. So I did that, enlarged it with some garter stitch stripes in the same colors. Right, then we get to clue 2. And I'm doing all of this out of mohair. The crochet is done with 1 strand, but because it's a double layer thickness, then I've doubled the strands of mohair in everything else. And I also knitted it on a 3mm needle, I believe. So for clue 2, I grabbed some more things from stash, some more of this Isaiah. This is color 47. I had hand dyed in there, and I had this Sandness one in this greenish gray. Did some alternating of those, and in itself it looks pretty, but with the garter that I did here, not really the greatest thing ever. But I still picked up and did the same on the other side because I was still having great fun. And it was a lot of fun to watch all the videos that year with how people had like done their centers and what kind of creative solutions everyone came up with. Then we came to this woven, or not, like this slip stitch thing. And again, playing around with my whatever, four or five colors I had. Double stranding the mohair. And then here I also did a gradient where I switched out, like I had two strands of the dark, and then I switched to one dark and one green, and then I switched to two green, then one green and a gray, and so on. At least that's what I think I did. Right now I'm not even sure. But I know I did some sort of blendy thing, and I think it really works. This feels so luxurious. It's literally feels like you're petting an Angora bunny or something. I know it's not Angora, but it, you get it? Yeah. And then I think I had to do some other stuff, and so I just stopped here because this was very, like, maybe not exactly tedious, but it was, I really had to pay attention because of all the fuss, and it was difficult to remember where I was in the pattern. And I think because I was so slow here, the clue 4 had come out, and I just didn't enjoy the finished shape of the shawl. I just couldn't envision this being something that I would want to wear. And so the fun had sort of gone out of it for me, and I just stopped here. But I haven't been able to figure out what to do because, it's a lot of work, and it's still really nice. I love the individual sections. I don't love my garter stitch stripes. That's kind of the only thing I don't like about this. And then I don't like it all together. And so I have been thinking, what could I do? I could just finish this wing, and to make another shape that would be easier for me to wear, I could do another one of these wings like down here instead, and just make more of a long, narrow thing. But then again, it would be a lot of work, and I'm not sure I would ever wear this, because even bunched up, I would still see this in front, and this is just, I don't know, it's too much contrast for me. I don't particularly enjoy it, or like it, up against my face. I had a crazy idea that I could turn it into a jumper or something, but again, a lot of work. And I don't have that much yarn left. I have some. But yeah, all this to say, I'm not gonna finish it, and the MCAL, I'm gonna cast on for the new MCAL tomorrow. And I don't want to still have this as an unfinished object. So we're gonna frog it. And then the only thing I'm gonna keep, I can't even frog it because this is all mohair held double, and it's been like this for 2 years. So it's gonna have to go in the bin. We do have like a textile bin, so maybe it can get reused for something. But the only thing I'm gonna keep is the center square, and I think I'm just gonna frame it, put it on a wall, be happy that I did it, and then I will always be able to remember all the fun I had with this. And also, I have 2 more things that I'm almost sure that I will have to frog, because I don't really want the finished objects. I don't really want to be working on them, and I have some other things that I really need to focus on for these next 3 months in order to finish my goals. So all of October I will be working on the Mystery Musical, of course. I am also working on my Bohemian Oasis blanket. I have a very huge cardigan I need to finish, and I have some other small things that I want to get done as well on the list. And in order for me to have time for that, and knowing me, I will also need to cast on something else during these next 3 months, because I can't help it. I'm just gonna pack this Geogradient away and show you the other things that I think I'm gonna frog. I'm sorry if you can hear construction going on outside. It's yeah, it's like the house on the other side of the street is having a lot of like facade things done. This here is the join the dots crochet scarf. I have almost had it with crochet. I've always really loved it, but I have been doing a lot of crocheting this year, and it's hurting my hands, or it's hurting my arms, forearms and wrists, and I can just feel that it's no good. It's no good for me. I don't think I will be crocheting at all next year, unless someone I love really wants me to crochet something. It really has to feel important for me to crochet anything next year, other than maybe my temperature blanket, because I also don't think I will be finishing that this year, but that's neither here nor there. I have a plan for that as well. It's not like it's not gonna get done, I don't think, but maybe not this year, because I have some things that are more important to me. Okay, join the dots. Pretty, kind of cute, but in order for me to finish it with enough of these squares in these colors that I really enjoy, I would have to buy more yarn. I'm not really interested in doing that. And also, yeah, as I said, it's crochet and I have plenty of stuff to crochet. I don't need this as well. And I don't need this scarf. Plus, if I really, really want it at some point, I can just redo it. So we're gonna frog it and reclaim the yarn for something else. And then we have a third one. I feel like I've been doing this before, but right now, in this video, I'm only showing you 3 projects, right? It's this lovely alpaca silk thing. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen, I think, because it's really difficult to show you in this state. Lunch at Tiffany's blouse. I talked about this in my status update video, and I haven't picked it up to work on it once since. Also, I am doing it in a size large, even though it may not seem like that. And yeah, I don't plan on being this size once I finish this eventually. So there's really no reason for me to keep this on the needles. But what I think I might do is just consider it frogged, but just leave it like this, because I don't have to decide until, you know, December at some point. So I'm gonna cross it off the list, but know that it is still in this state, and just quite certainly getting frogged. Okay. It's just, you know, so you know where I am with all these things, and so I can keep track of what I actually need to focus on and what I have to let go in order to focus on the stuff I need to focus on, right? So I will frog this now. How will I do that? Did I sew them together? No. What did I do? It was probably a sort of join as you go thing. I haven't worked on this for more than a year. Oop, what happened there? What did I do? Oop, there we go. What did I do? What am I doing? What will I be doing? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to stay on camera while doing all of this. I just wanted to show you that I'm actually frogging it. If I can figure out how to do that. So I need to do this. Is there something I can talk about while I do this? I don't really know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I love this yarn, and especially this color, right? Filcolana Peruvian Highland wool in color 352. Is this the red squirrel color? I believe it is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, did you hear that? That was my oven. I'm baking a sweet potato. Oh, and I also have to frog this from there. So, okay, whatever. Yes, hey, great. I feel good about my decision. I'm going to go and get my sweet potato out of the oven. Sandnes alpaca wool. This is double Sunday, Sandnes double Sunday, and these two are Filcolana Peruvian Highland wool. I still have these open skeins, this unopened one, this unopened one, and these old unopened ones. So I still have, there's quite a bit of yarn here. How much is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's 350 grams. That's something. I don't know what these will be, but they will be something at some point. I really love the alpaca wool, and these colors are really lovely. Whatever. Yeah. Can you tell I've been postponing dealing with the Geogradient? Yeah, it's coming up. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Yeah, well, there's really nothing to it, is there? Reclaiming a needle. This is a metal needle. I rarely use metal. I mostly use wooden or bamboo. I don't know where I am on this year's MCAL. I will figure it out. I haven't even swatched yet. So maybe I will be using these needles actually. I don't know. I will try out a few things. So that was that. Then we have the Meska wire. I don't even know what do you call this, like a placeholder wire thing. The try it on tubing, right? Ooh, there's some nice stitch markers here. I really like these ones. So I can reclaim those as well. Where is the end of everything? Oh my god. Ugh. I know this might seem like a waste to some, but this was I mean, this yarn served its purpose, right? And there's no way I can reuse this. That isn't going to take me absolutely forever. And I will have so many ends. I could do this. Okay, it actually is froggable. Interesting. Should I try and save this? This video might be longer than I had initially planned for. So now we're getting into the, oh wow, I did a weave and Steven here. See, I have taken to not weaving in ends as I go on my projects because more often than not, I end up frogging them. So, well, maybe not, but quite often I end up frogging my things. And then it's kind of a hassle when you have woven in the ends. Even though with the weave and Steven here, where you just sort of do like a this spiraling motion, it's easier to get unstuck than if you actually use the needle to weave it in. But yeah, that was actually the end of quite a long piece of mohair yarn held double. So I don't know if I want to spend the time and effort on doing this. Maybe I will. I still haven't eaten lunch, and I also need to go to the dentist today. Woohoo! What a day! Dentist and frogging mohair. It's actually quite all right. I'm listening to so stupid. I'm listening to the Cozy Crime series, Bunbury, the newest addition to the Bunbury series. It's chapter 19, narrated by Nathaniel Parker, and it's just stupid cozy fun. So then maybe that's just what I need for this. Yeah, dentist, frogging mohair, and cozy crime.
Sure. We don't think so, she said. It took a few seconds for this to sink in before Sophie gasped and said, "You mean someone killed him?" This time there was no doubt. A definite flash of fear. And then Sophie burst into tears. Emma waited patiently, doing and saying nothing. Comforting words and hugs were given by friends and family, not uniformed police officers. Eventually, Sophie said, "Can I see him?" "I'm afraid not. Not right now," said Emma. "But soon, Sophie, I promise you. We're doing everything we can to find out who did this and why."
If I decide to frog this whole thing and save the yarn, or as much of it as possible, then maybe I should time it. Maybe I should just go all in and time it. Okay, I'm doing it. Can you see just up top? It's my row counter. It's my row counter app, and I just created a project called Frogging Geogradient. And I am just now adding a couple of minutes because that's what I already spent on it so far. So yeah, guess we're doing this. I think I'm going to let it go to 2 minutes. I think I've spent more than that already because I did one whole row, not a row, like one whole stripe, and then I'm almost on the the second stripe here. But yeah, around 2 minutes and then we'll go for real. You know what, it is actually quite enjoyable for me. I frogged 4 stripes, so that's 1 repeat of this thing, and it took me around 12 minutes. Yeah, so I can have this frogged in, I don't know, a couple of hours, I guess. The only thing that's a little annoying is in these eyelet rows where I did yarn over knit 2 together, the yarn is quite matted or like, you know, stuck together, but it's not really that big of a problem. So I guess I will be reclaiming a lot of these nice silk mohairs, and who knows what they will be turned into at some point. Okay, time for lunch and dentist, and then I will frock some more. One hour, 59 minutes and 36 seconds. This is from the stripy wings. This is from the that one side with all the slip stitches. Am I getting sick? My throat is hurting. Oh no. Oh well. So this is all the yarn that I saved, and this is all that I wasted. It's just an I-cord and some ends. Here's what's left. And I need to figure out if I want to frock the stripes. I think I will, because I never really liked them. But I'm counting this as frogged now. I really do like this color story here. It just didn't work with the pattern and this center bit here. So this was a very, very good decision. I'm very happy about it. So I have this frame that I thought I could fit this bit into, but it's too small. So I don't know. Let me just try it. That is kind of cute. I think I will. I think I'll just play around a bit with this and just relax for a bit, because all this frocking and dentistry, maybe getting a sore throat. Yeah, I am getting a sore throat. Damn it. All right. It's taken a toll. It's toll on me, and now I just need to relax and sit and do some stuff. I think this is where we're gonna end this. Also, because I really wanted to get it edited and out tonight before the MCAL 2025 starts, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you this at some other time when it's all done. Okay, bye bye. See you very, very, very soon for the mystery musical. Yeah, looking very much forward to it. Bye.